Alright, so I've been meaning to make this video of my Bassman Tweed 1959, completely 100% scratch built. I built the cabinet myself, did some hand cut finger joints, not finger joints, but dovetail joints rather. Used my table saw and a jigsaw, just some standard tools, you know. Got 4 10-inch speakers in there. They're Jensen C10Qs. I know there's better speakers out there on the market, but I chose these because they were affordable. So this thing is powered by a GZ34S tube and a pair of tube amp Doctor 6L6s, two 12AX7s, and a 12A what is it? A 12AY7. I do believe that's what that is. So there's the inside of the chassis. Tried to make this as close to the original Tweed as possible. I got this chassis from Mojo Tone and worked out quite well. I actually liked it. Super heavy duty, super thick. I had to make up these brackets here to help secure the chassis to the back panel, one of the rear panels that I had, which I got laying right over here. And that's what these screws are for. So they kind of screw right into the back of this, and it helps level this out too. And this chassis is so long that it's almost impossible to be 100% straight. And but it worked out well, so I'm not complaining. But like I said, this thing is 100% scratch built. Bought these parts individually from different places. As you can see from my my PC here, I mostly ordered from Antique Supply or tubesandmore.com or whatever they're called, I guess. Mauser Electric, some parts on eBay, Mojo Tone, some stuff I had laying around here, Radio Shack, you know, standard places that you get electronic parts and what have you. So I actually put in that ground bar that you see back in here. This it's just a copper piece of wire, 10 gauge I do believe. So I use that as a grounding point. I kind of went against grounding the back side of these pots all the way across. I don't know why, I just didn't want to do it. I figured they're already making contact with the chassis, and figured that's good enough. If I ran into issues, maybe I would have changed something, but this thing is quiet as anything. It doesn't hum at all. So here's my main ground point. So I guess this is more of a star ground type of situation here. So tie my transformer there, my anything else that needed to be grounded. So, and I use solid wire for my the heaters, the 6-volt heaters or 5 volts. I figured these were easier to work with, and they kind of stay put. It was a lot easier to twist these too. I just used a drill, you know, and just twisted them together. So it took me quite a while to put everything together to get the parts and what have you. I did a lot of research online. Like I said, I know there's kits out there that you could buy 100%, but I kind of like buying all this stuff individually and putting it together. I don't know why. Maybe I just need my head examined, but yeah, I had a lot of fun building it. So I did my own decal on here too as well. Let me get this, see if I could show you top of this. So I used Rust-Oleum hammered spray paint out of a rattle can, and I basically sprayed the chassis, and then I used Tester's decal to actually make those decals. I had this laying around for some other projects, the Tester's decal system. I mean, it comes with a little can and 2 small pieces of paper, decal paper. So it's really, I ended up buying decal paper anyways online. I just went on eBay and bought like 2 sheets of transparency decal paper, and just ran it through the printer and, made this up on my computer, and water slid these things right on, and did my drilling and then clear coated it. So it came out okay. Can't complain. And there's some more of the dovetail joints. I mean, it's not perfect, and because I did it with a handsaw, I mean, you could see there was a spot or two where I had to fill, just a small little gaps. That's just wood filler, and from sanding it, it kind of brought out some of the lightness of the wood there, but whatever. I used Minwax. This is what I actually used here to get the tweed look. I don't know if you'd call it that, but I mean, whatever. Golden oak is what I got. It worked out. And then I used satin to clear it. I think I put 4 coats on. I put 2 coats down first and then sanded in between 2 others. I think that's what I did, and then it came out real smooth. I mean, it's not real shiny, which is what I wanted. It's very much a satin look. So this is ox blood speaker grill cloth, and I'll show you the front here. I could turn it around and work the camera. I'm not a professional here, so I have to apologize. But this thing does weigh close to 40 pounds, I think. But here's the front. Again, I cut all this wood on a table saw to make these rabbet or dado cuts or whatever to fit this piece of wood in, and it came out really good, actually. Not too bad. And the bottom piece as well. Actually came out pretty good. I used, they got prints online for this cabinet. You Google the cabinet specs for a 59 Bassman. Hey, I'm just noticing that I put the, this should be over here. I abbreviated that wrong. I might have to make a new one. But this is made out of flashing, and again, I used the decal paper. I just printed that off my printer, and used little nails and just nailed that in there, and it came out pretty good. So this is the second amp I made. The first one I made was a Univox. A Univox UB 45, I think it was. I forget what it was. But yeah, you can get these schematics. They're readily available online. I mostly followed the original Bassman and from Fender and the schematic. I also use these other ones for reference. I got this from Mojo Tone. You can get this online as well. Just to help, because helps fill in the gaps when you've got questions about the original one, and also Weber had, and they're all very much the same, pretty much the same. But like I said, I mainly went off the main one here and tried to figure it out that way, and but it worked out well. Didn't have any issues with it whatsoever, and so that's it. That's the Bassman, 1959 Bassman, or somewhere around in that time frame. So let's see how it sounds.